Greeting everyone and welcome to our Tower Talk. This is Kristie Vogelsberg and I have been inspiring healthy living, eating, and food preparation for nearly 20 years through innovative, simple tools and resources. I'm a former family practice physician assistant who became really disillusioned with our sick care system. After dealing with some personal health challenges, I decided to pivot and focus more on helping individuals see the connection between nutrition and their health goals. I started my business, Prevention Through Nutrition, about 17 years ago. My wellness business focuses on educating students, families, and professionals on ways to create healthier lifestyle initiatives. I partnered with the Tower Gardens about 5 years ago after purchasing 3 towers to use at our own home. My husband, JJ, business partner, is a physical therapist who specializes in persistent pain and neuroscience patients. And we have 2 busy boys, Keaton, age 12, and Caden, 9. Now, I am super passionate about promoting nutrition awareness, sustainability, and STEM curriculum in schools and local youth programs through the use of aeroponic vertical tower gardens. And I am thrilled that you have joined us on this Tower Talk webinar to learn more about the power of the tower. This webinar will be an overview of some of the unique ways that towers are being used across the country. I'm excited to discover if a tower may be a fit for your home or school or community. And let's face it, though we are all planting seeds for future generations, but with a tower, we have the ability to sow seeds of hope, health, education, and community. So let's get started. So Tower Gardens fall under our bigger umbrella of our healthy living revolution. Now, within this community, we have tools and resources to assist families in reducing stress and maintaining ideal weight, getting regular exercise, making sure they are well hydrated and well rested. Now, much of this falls under the construct of our Shred 10 program. It's a 10-day clean eating jumpstart into a healthier lifestyle. And at the foundation is creating a balanced diet that assists us in flooding our body with many fruits and vegetables every day and providing tools and resources to bridge our nutritional gap in the form of free recipes, cookbooks, whole food concentrates, plant-based omegas, and protein shakes. So please ask the person who shared this webinar with you about our 5-a-day, the JP Way, or Shred 10 program. But for today, we are going to look at how our Tower Garden allows us to grow good health. Okay, so the truth is we know more matters, right? We need 7 to 13 servings per day, and this with a serving being about the size of our fist, right? So this helps facilitate the prevention of many diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, cancer, and other autoimmune and inflammatory and degenerative health issues that this country is being faced with. I love this article, though. It went on to point out that the news is not that fruits and vegetables are good for us, but it's that they are so good for us that they could actually save our lives. And when I speak across the country, I'm always trying to help my audience to understand that, yes, food is fuel, but food is medicine. And food can either be the safest, most powerful form of medicine or truly the slowest form of poison. So if food is medicine, then why are we not fighting disease with our fork, right? Now, I love this visual as it addresses why we need so many more servings of produce, though, today. Now, unfortunately, our produce isn't as healthy as it once was. So, or 70 years ago, we think, our grandparents, they were growing produce themselves or eating local. Now, as we can see, though, to receive the same amount of iron from 1 cup of spinach in the 50s, we'd need to eat over 60 cups today. We would have to be a stay-at-home vegetarian, right? I mean, who has got time for that? And we can see mass-produced produce. Again, it packs less of a nutritional punch. And why is my lettuce so sad? Well, he's traveled more than 2,000 miles to reach his destination, and frankly, he gets a little car sick, right? But think about this. He spent 5 days in transit, maybe 3 days on display in my local market, maybe a week or more in my crisper at home, poor thing. I mean, that's nearly 2 weeks from field to table, right? And we know veggies can lose 15 to 55% of their vitamin C in 1 week, and some spinach can lose 90% within the first 24 hours after harvest. And yes, that's enough to even make the most hardy of onions cry. Now, the other thing that we, are very concerned about as well is that much of our produce may be sprayed with chemicals, or they use genetically modified seed. And when we really, it comes down to it, we are trying to feed our family as well as we can. But when we look at all of these other contaminants and some of the issues, from maybe learning disorders in children to fertility issues, Parkinson's disease, again, all of the dangers that we see with pesticides. So again, you might imagine my delight when 5 years ago I was introduced to the Tower Garden. I was able to involve my family in gardening, grow fruits and veggies and herbs. For me, it was like having a farmer's market right on my back patio, and the fact with grow lights that I could grow year round. Now, maybe this is you, right? Spring is here. I'm so excited. I wet my plants. Now, that was not me, not at all. So this was my experience with gardening. So yes, we tried first, before towers came along, right? We tried an in-ground garden. I like to call this the Vogelsberg swamp. But again, we really made an effort. We rented a rototill. We brought in topsoil for draining. We spent several weeks planting. And isn't this a beautiful view from my deck, right? But we forgot about a couple of things. Well, the first thing was we forgot about the bunny rabbits, right? Who overnight devoured our garden as it had come up. But we were very tenacious, right? We didn't give up. So we put in a fence, we replanted, but then we forgot about one small thing, which is where there are big bunny rabbits, there soon are baby bunny rabbits who fit through fences, right? So after all that, after spending over $500 and countless hours of labor, all we were left with was a little bit of cherry tomatoes and then a big swampy, muddy mess in our backyard. So towers truly became an easy button for us that we could have right on our table and go from seed to tower to plate in a very short amount of time. So again, you can see here my happy little lettuce. He turned his frown upside down because he found he was going to be grown in a tower. And some research that they've done on towers from the University of Mississippi have found that compared to in-soil gardening, tower gardening really requires 90% less water and space. So it's greener for the planet as well, right? It yields plants 3 times faster and provides 30% more abundant harvest. And nutritional research on that actual produce shows that it results in equal or superior nutritional content. So again, we are able to get produce from our tower to our table in a matter of minutes. So I like to look at, though, the tower garden truly is a gardening system, right? It's a plug and play. So we'll run through this real quick. We can see it's an aeroponic growing system with UV stabilized food grade plastic. It comes with non-GMO seeds, germination trays where you can sprout your little plants in the rock wool cubes and net pots that will go in the tower itself. A pump, a timer, drain tube, tower mineral blend, plant food. So in essence, you're filling the base up with 20 gallons of water, putting the nutrient mix in, and then setting the timer, and it takes care of itself. You can adjust the pH, check it periodically, and if you need to jump it up or down just a little bit, it comes also with pH adjuster. So let's take a second here and now actually see a little visual of how the tower garden works.
Tower Garden's state-of-the-art aeroponic vertical garden system uses both water and air to produce more colorful, better-tasting, and incredibly nutritious fruits, vegetables, and herbs. Tower Garden has a 20-gallon reservoir at its base that stores the Tower Tonic nutrient solution. Developed by experts in plant and human nutrition, Tower Tonic Mineral Blend enables superior plant growth and better nutrition from your Tower Garden produce. The process begins once the seedlings have been placed in your tower garden. Here they will be nourished with Tower Tonic nutrient solution. Inside the reservoir is a small, low-wattage submersible pump. The pump pushes the nutrient solution up through the tower to the top. From there, the nutrient solution drips through the central tower using a special device that evenly cascades the solution over the exposed plant roots. On the journey down the tower, the nutrient solution feeds the roots and becomes highly oxygenated as it cascades gently down the reservoir. This process is continuous, providing fresh oxygen, water, and nutrients to the roots of the plants. This patented aeroponic process enables food crops to grow faster than they would in soil, so they can be harvested more often. And it makes Tower Garden a healthier, easier, smarter way to grow your produce.
So just look at all the things that we can grow in our tower. Again, I love having a variety of kale to make stir fries, or we'll put them in our salads or soups or smoothies, a variety of herbs that we can use where you can just clip off a little bit that you need, but then the plant is alive and keeps growing. And certainly in the summer or outdoors with the support cage, you can grow bigger plants that have more vines to them, such as tomatoes or zucchini, squash, and cucumbers. So for stir fries, for salads, again, so much variety that you can get just in one tower. And here, let's watch now just a quick 4-week time lapse of how quickly this produce will grow. Isn't that amazing and just beautiful? I mean, it's as much of a work of art as it is as a source of food for us. Now let's see a few inspiring places that towers are being used. On the top left, we see the Scissortail Farms in Tulsa, Oklahoma. With an impressive 26,000 square foot greenhouse, Oklahoma Scissortail Farms is the largest vertical aeroponic farm in North America. And at O'Hare in Chicago, up on the Rotunda, they grow a variety of herbs, greens, and edible flowers and tomato plants for on-site restaurants like Wolfgang Puck. And many culinary schools and programs are using towers, as are restaurants in New York as they go from roof to table. Even the San Francisco Giants Stadium is using towers as part of their outfield experience for student education as well as for food. And now towers also, as you can see, they have the ability to feed a massive amount of people and provide fresh produce for the homeless or for areas of food insecurity, such as this community garden here in California. But one of my most favorite things is seeing how towers are used in the classroom setting and as a part of project-based learning. You have STEM or STEAM curriculum where they go from plant to harvest, a variety of food, a variety of taste and experience. One of my favorite things that I've seen from teachers here reporting as of late who have towers is how the older students now are taking the free curriculum and they're going down and teaching the younger students, or again, making it, because it's on wheels, it's like a field trip that can travel throughout the school. So let's look at, again, some of the STEM applications. And did you know that environmental engineering technicians is one of the top STEM jobs in demand? Employers are looking for STEM graduates that have hands-on experience. Now, this can be cultivated in the classroom at an early age, and our curriculum that comes with the tower is aged all the way down to preschool level and is specific to tower garden and plants in general. So there are lesson plans created from Seton Hall University. Buck University has a project-based learning tower garden challenge available for students as well. And again, for educators, towers provide a mobile growing experience as the towers can go from room to room along with unlimited STEM applications, such as looking at sustainability and water conservation, plant reproduction, systems, phytonutrients, pH, water quality testing. I love as a health provider to help students be able to see that just like plants thrive in a specific pH, so do we as humans, that we need to eat more alkaline to have a healthier body. and to grow healthier adults, right? They can use this with iMovie, from the transition of seedling to plant, engineering projects, design a box to ship this in, or technology. I know some schools are working to design a solar panel to power their tower with. Now, as we wind down, let's take just 2 more minutes to watch Stephen Ritz, pioneer of Green Bronx Machine. Here's a great example of what one forward-thinking teacher has been able to accomplish via aeroponics and tower gardens. His impact is being made both locally and globally. Let's watch.
Who wants to play? You're it. My name is Stephen Ritz, and I am CEO, Chief Eternal Optimist of Bronx County. We're going to actually grow our own lunch. We're going to grow our own food today. We're going to go from seed to plate.
A tower garden is like this plant, but you don't need soil. And then the water comes up, and then it comes down and rain on the roots.
Adults think you can't farm in the South Bronx. Tell it to these kids. They're farming. For so many, food is the problem. Yet for all of us, food is a solution. We have some of the highest rates of juvenile diabetes and juvenile obesity in the nation. And we can change that. We absolutely have the power to change schools in this generation. I think I still see the seed. That happens. You mean I can pass it around and they can see the seed? Absolutely. My job is to teach kids how we can grow food. And I'm asking everyone to roll up their sleeves and get a little dirty and grow something greater.
He lets us plant stuff like salad, cucumbers, tomatoes.
My 4th and 5th graders came into a classroom with no window to build a tower garden and literally turned it into a farm. And we talked about how healthy food builds healthy minds and healthy bodies. And where are we doing it? Right here in school. So did everybody plant the seed? Yeah! The excitement and the joy that these little kids feel putting a seed in the ground and watching it blossom. OMG, as they say. This is their moment.
I think he cares about us a lot, and he wants us to learn and have fun at the same time.
I'm not a farmer, but I'm planting seeds.
He always says, seeds are like people because they need love, and they grow and grow and grow to be successful people.
To use 21st century technology to generate food and to create this beautiful thing to sit by, you can actually eat, is game changing. It's empowering. They're growing. The plants are growing, and they're responsible for it. When they know they can grow their own, they really start changing the way they see their relationship to the world and their place in it. We're going to eat it? Good? I love it. Thank you. Okay, we're going to go back and then we're going to get some.
Wow, are you inspired yet? I am, even more so every time I watch that video. Now, as we wind down, let's take a peek at some different ways that we can use towers. Now, with tower gardens, again, everything is totally customizable. So maybe your vision starts with one simple tower at home or in your classroom, or maybe it expands to a 12-tower gravity-fed community garden like you see here as part of a church or backpack program to feed those in need, a restaurant or school to provide fresh greens for a salad bar, or maybe you know of a school ag department that has a greenhouse that sits empty that towers would be a perfect fit for. So on average, you can grow lettuce for about 15 cents a head with a community garden. Now, we are all working together to plant seeds for future generation, and often that starts by shaping young tastes. Did you know it may take 15 or more exposures to new food before our taste buds decide that we like it? But again, the more children are involved in growing fruits and veggies, the more likely they are to eat them, and the more health conscious they will be as adults. Along with nutritional awareness, tower gardens also create environmental awareness. So towers help to shape young tastes and young minds. Now, we can grow green year-round, right? Winter is the new spring. Here's my indoor garden from last Christmas even as well. So I love that we could have fresh things truly year-round. So as we conclude, though, I would ask, how would your garden grow? What role can you play in helping us sow seeds of hope, health, and education in your community? And look at this. I love this beautiful tower. I had just taken a picture at our Indianapolis conference. Brand new LED grow lights that are available here for us through this winter. So 40% more efficient and so much easier for us to operate as well. So pretty dang cool. And the new accessories and things that they continue to come out with are amazing. So finally, I ask you to take a stand and join our revolution. And thank you so much for taking time to join us live or via recording. And please talk with the person who shared this webinar with you so that the three of us can get connected. And you can see my contact information here. Email me at Kristie@jphealth.info, or you can reach me via mobile at 913-579-3733. So thank you again so much for taking time to be with us and joining our healthy living revolution as we take healthy back. Thank you and good night.